Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back to another episode of Dating in Lagos, Sex, Lies, and Traffic. I am your one and only Henry Arnold. Okay, as usual, we always bring on our show beautiful, handsome, wonderful people with the talking skills. These people are loaded, as usual. Wait, what my drink? Before I talk, because I know you are seeing them, but let me drink because these people, their profile. You don't hear this song. If that's who they are. They are very loaded. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we'll be talking about something that's not far-fetched. The topic is, to what extent can someone offend you or hurt you, and then you forgive the person? So here with me, I have Chris by my right hand.
What up?
And Lani, the beautiful one, by my left.
Hi guys.
I'm not going to do justice to their profile because if I did talk, I go too long. Yeah. So please, they are going to do that by themselves. When we come back, you're going to hear them speak. Thank you.
Hi family, my name is Henry Arnold, and you're welcome to Dating in Lagos, Sex, Lies, and Traffic. And I would like to thank everyone for being part of the journey so far. It's been 6 years. The likes, the comments, the shares, and all of that. The journey has been wonderful. So, cheers. And here, it's a new year, and I'll be introducing the new Dating in Lagos games. Let's have fun while we discuss some juicy topics.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I don't know why I'm so happy today because these people are standing in the middle. Because normally, you guys used to see me sit, but because of these people, I have to stand.
Oh my God.
Hey, God. I mean, sound out bells. Editor, please sound the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dating in Lagos. See, if you guys know what it took me to bring these people on this set, hey, you go know. Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome Chris the Almighty, International Chris, so aka Monk. I will call that name, Monk in the building. One by one. Chris, tell them who you are.
Well, I am Chris, Monk Chief, aka the director, aka your best friend if you wanna, I'm a chilled guy. I'm the guy you wanna spend time with, enjoy yourself, drink, share ideas, business, whatever it is. Yeah, that's me.
All right. He said the guy you want to spend time with, chill, drink, you want to be with. That means he's saying that he's a cool guy, reserved, without problem.
I'm taking it down.
Okay. One day, on the other end, you see, the reason why I don't want to introduce these people by myself because I will water it down. Me, I know Savi talk. I'm going to say here, the idea that let me introduce again the woman. The princess herself, queen in her queendom. Lani in the building. Lani, tell them.
Hi guys, it's so nice to be here. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me. And like you said, he is our go-to guy. I'm probably your go-to girl. Yeah, I am. I'm a freelance journalist and I have a business brand, Smoke Villa. I'm sure most people are aware, and if you're not, why?
Get connected.
Yeah. So I'm just your everyday person. Yeah. So it's so nice to be here. So nice to be here. I can't wait for every other thing that comes after this.
All right. She said it all. She's an entrepreneur, the managing director, CEO of our own company, and it's wonderful. I love to see women doing their thing, hustling right. That's what it is. That's the energy from here. So I love it. All right, so you guys are welcome again to this week's episode. And as usual, we always bring you guys juicy topics. So today we're going to be talking about something not far-fetched. It's about forgiveness. It's about understanding why your best friend will become an enemy.
No.
It's about embracing your demon. So it's simple. The question is, to what extent can someone hurt you and you forgive? What's your threshold like? How deep, how thick is your skin? to forgive and forgive. In the Bible, they say you should forgive someone 70 and 77 times. I'm going to talk about. If they slap you on one cheek, you should turn the other one. How far can you go? So that's what we're talking about today. Ladies and gentlemen, please, let's get connected. Make sure you tighten your seatbelt, bring out your popcorn, and you'll talk about this. Okay, so let me start from Chris.
Yeah.
So, what's your concept? How do you feel about this? What's your threshold like? To what extent can anyone hurt you and then you forgive the person?
So I'll put it like this. There are two kinds of people in the world. There are those who are spiritually connected to their creator, and there are those who are doing it on their own. So forgiveness varies. If we're talking about a person or an individual who believes in God as his creator, who gave him this life for free, with no strings attached, forgiveness is infinite, right? You always will forgive, no matter what it is. Like Jesus Christ, who was sent, and I'm not trying to be religious here. I'm only just speaking truth. Like Jesus Christ on the cross, he was the most betrayed individual on this earth till today. Everyone persecuted him. He was crucified on the cross. But the thing he said before he died was, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. It says it all. They say aspire to live a life like Christ. For me, I don't think there's anything anyone can do that I will survive that is unforgivable. That is not an invitation for you to come to destroy me. Do you understand? That means I'm willing to love you as much as I can.
Okay.
And I'm willing to forgive you for the damage you've done, and I wish you well. That is the most powerful thing you can do to anyone in this world, especially yourself. Because at the end of the day, everyone is going to die. Everyone is going to live this life in a coffin.
True.
You
That's
don't.
true.
Yeah, you don't want to be the one who's holding on to some grudge that the other person you're holding the grudge against doesn't have an idea. It makes no sense.
Chris, you sound like a philosopher. And I'm even arguing myself. Have you been hurt before? Never.
I have been. I came up from hurt. Everything that I am today was based on hurt.
So when did you discover that you should forgive this much? Because you if you are a forgiver.
No.
Let me talk like a typical Nigerian. You are a forgiver.
So what it is if you don't forgive, the alternative to not forgiving is retaliation, which is taking revenge. I mean, I'm not a wicked person. I don't have evil in me. I'm not connected to the dark side. Everything about me is light, joy, enlightenment, expansion, growth. Not, I want to kill this guy because he did this to me. That's shallow. That's shallow. That's petty.
Yeah.
That's not greatness. I don't work with anything but greatness, and that's God, not me, right? So if I say I'm working with God's light, it means everything that God personifies or God embodies is what I should aspire to be, not that I am. So in that context, I would say I love everything and everyone, even those who hurt me, because God created them.
All right, nice one.
Yeah.
Lani, let me hear from you. Let me just keep you here. Let me hear from you. So what's your concept? How will you feel? To what extent can you forgive someone?
I feel like you had like the lights at the right side, and now you have like on the left side darkness.
Okay, you are going to stay in the middle. You are going to be the host now. You are going to stay here. It's not darkness. Okay. Oh, you are judging already because you've heard from me.
Yeah, it's like the
Boom! I like this. Let's hear from you now. I'm just
joking though, but I feel like, to be honest, I can't be 100%, oh, you did me wrong, I'm going to forgive you. No, to be even like in a normal daily life, yeah, we're just nothing but flesh, right?
Yeah.
If I'm driving and someone else does something bad, I would have, said the worst before I remember that, oh, this person is probably in the likeness of God.
Yeah.
Or you get all of those kind of things. So it takes me like a while for me to like think of, I need to forgive this person because I'm still hurt in that moment, right?
Yeah.
And I'm allowed to feel the way I feel at that moment. So I'm just going to digest every single thing, and if I choose to forgive, fine. If I choose to hold grudges, fine. But I'm not going to be shallow,
Okay.
I'm not going to be petty.
Okay.
But and then I think it depends on the circumstance also,
So what will make you forgive anyone?
I feel like a daily thing, can make me forgive you. I'm someone that I don't really know how to hold grudge. At that moment, I can say what I have to say, and once I'm done and once we hash things out, that's it for me. Like, it's all gone.
So you are the kind of person that likes to talk things through.
Oh,
You
yeah.
must talk about it. What if I just want to say sorry and then move on? Like you start talking like that's why you took my cup, you poured my drink. I said, "Oh yeah, sorry about that. I want to move." You say, "Come back here." You must.
Do you know the thing? The thing is, when you say sorry, I'm just calm. I'm like,
So sorry
everywhere.
is your.
Yeah, like, because to be honest, it's really, really hard for people to say,
Let me
I'm
ask you,
sorry.
between man and a woman, who says sorry? Who says sorry most?
That's a good question.
Oh, wait. For my own part, my own experience, I said sorry a lot.
No, not you. I say between a man and a
But
woman.
I'm saying, like, from my own
Yeah,
experience.
like between man and woman.
I wasn't expecting that to be
but
honest.
I feel like it's the male. Why? Because most times they like to shy away from things. They don't even want.
Male don't want to say sorry.
No, they like to say sorry because
Okay, good. Hey,
they don't want to.
no, say it with muscle like men. Clap for men. Men say sorry. You guys don't want it. The only thing they do. All right.
I feel like they just want to end the whole thing. They don't want it to escalate. They don't want. Yeah, you know what? Sorry. That's all.
So that we can move on. I
Yeah.
don't kill ourselves. All right. But it's difficult though, so to some extent, because it's always easier to talk about these things until you experience those things.
Yeah.
Because for real, you cannot quantify the level to which anyone can hurt you.
Facts.
Yeah.
When you
Facts.
don't know them, until
Facts.
when you get the hit and you're like, Jesus. I'm more like when you don't expect that thing to come from that person.
True.
You
Very,
understand?
very
So I can say I can forgive anyone until when they
give you
When it happens to you.
and you be like, God, I beg.
Even if you're
I don't want to beg you, say, I no go ever. I no be for, I rather find. Not to forgive, you understand? You know, and you just be like, you love your daughter so much, and then you come back home and they say your landlord flog your daughter, wound her, break him leg. You go forgetting your landlord.
That's a different conversation entirely.
You forgive him, ba?
That's a different.
But you say you did forgive.
It's going to. It's
No,
not
that's
going.
a
It's not going to be
How is it
petty.
different now?
It's not going to be
that's-
petty, guys.
that's
It's going to
unique.
forgive.
That's different.
But you say you forgive.
There is
please.
forgiveness, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But there's also responsibility.
So you.
Yeah. So there must be responsibility before forgiveness.
So how will you then forgive him? Let me get that.
If he admits that he did this, he made a mistake.
He admitted that I did it. They are stubborn kids. They are making noise in
See,
the compound.
let me just put it this way, right? I'm not perfect.
Okay.
I don't have all the answers. I am human, right? But that is my treasure. You understand? This is not just my daughter. This is my treasure, right? How do I keep my treasure in the vault and you go into my vault to vandalize it? There is penalties for that
Oh, sure.
before forgiveness. So let's talk about the penalties before I say.
So that brings us to this question now. Are there actions or disappointments or betrayals you believe are unforgivable to you?
Everything is forgivable. Nothing is unforgivable. Everything is unforgivable.
I actually do agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Because holding on to these things.
You guys express. This is a safe space. Talk about it. Are there actions? Are there things that you feel I will never forgive?
I feel like you do more damage to yourself holding on to this negative entity or this negative feeling than allowing it not exist in your life.
So this is your landlord now. We don't break your picking leg.
So, do you want a realistic approach to it?
Yeah, no, be real.
He has his legs broken and he's forgiven.
Okay,
Guys, this is a level of pettiness.
so this is
man.
resentment now.
This is the highest level of pettiness. You're going to break his leg.
That's why I said I want to be honest because that's my daughter. You didn't
So
say
you
my
are going to
son.
break his leg too?
You didn't
And I
Forgive
didn't
me.
say I said his legs are broken and he's forgiven.
Your daughter's
His legs.
His legs
like
are
the
broken.
landlord's broke.
Yeah, that's what he said.
and he's getting
Why am I laughing like this? So we are going to break the landlord's leg, but you say you are going to forgive everything.
I didn't say I will break anything.
Who
I
broke
said,
it?
Who don't? I don't know.
Oh.
Do I know? Do I even know?
Landlord, who broke your legs, sir?
Alright, let me hear from you. What will you do from that scenario?
To be honest, I won't take laws to my hands, right? Because there are always precautions. I mean, there are always like aftermath of
Repercussions,
yeah, thank you,
Repercussions,
repercussions for stuff like that,
Yeah,
right?
true.
But then in the heat of the moment, you really can't control yourself. I can't say what I can do.
But that's your daughter.
But I will try as much as possible to be civilized.
Who is this
Just
landlord?
the way I'm saying it, but when we get to that, I don't pray to experience that. But
Yes,
if we ever
I
get
like
to
that.
that, I don't know how I'm going to react. But in the book, I'm going to be civilized about it. Yeah.
To what level is your civility? Is that the word? Or how civilized can you be?
I like that. Yeah.
To how civilized can you be? Like conking here
In a real life situation. Yeah.
Huh? Wasu sister.
You will sleep, he said.
I will make sure. I don't care. Like
You will
can't
rot
stay
in
there.
jail.
No matter how you try to, like,
You know,
there's no bed.
if Pesha not take law to her hand, she will tell you, you will sleep in jail. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming back. Don't go nowhere.
You are now watching Dating in Lagos, Sex, Lies, and Traffic.
Don't worry now. So you say you can, but you see, anything you wish for, will come back to you. The fact that you say you will not forgive that person, you will take that person to cell. Other people too will feel the same way about you. They'll take you to jail.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do anything that will lead me to jail, guys.
Okay, this will bring us to another question now. It's simple. For me, let me start for myself. There are some times that, as a Gemini, I don't know if there are, a lot of people don't believe in this horoscope thing and all that. But for me, I'm conscious of things that happen. Consistency. If a thing happened the first day, the other time, I believe, okay, this is the way of things, and then I need to, put on precautions and all that.
Yeah.
So, there are some times I hold on to hurt. I have these people around me. Lani hurt me. I like her so much, but she hurt me, and I don't want to lose her, but I'm keeping that grudge. That's where we're going to. How do you feel when you hold on to hurt? And then you don't want to tell the person, because communication too, because most times we have all these hurts.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, there's a statement that expectations bring about disappointment.
Disappointment.
You understand? And the only time you get hurt is when you expect too much from that person.
Fact.
Because if you see the person as a thief is a thief. You will not expect, because if you come to your house, can't thief your glasses, you know, say,
Oh.
But now that you can't thief your glasses and you
don't expect,
you are feeling like, this guy, Papa, now pastor, now I can't. Now you are angry. So now you don't want to tell him that he has hurt you. How do you manage it? So the question is, how does holding on to hurt affect you? How do you manage it?
Do I go?
Yeah, from you, Chris.
Okay, so earlier on, I said it's hurtful to hold on to hurt. It's hurting. It's hurtful for the fact that you can say, oh, this person hurt me at this particular time and this is how I felt. And you're still holding on to that. It means you're still wounded. You know? And the only way to heal from a wound is to allow it to heal naturally. You don't have any hand in healing. It's more of a opening yourself to, this is where I say I'm not a religious person, but opening up yourself to your source, your creator, love, light. The only reason why you're able to breathe in oxygen is because your lungs love oxygen. That kind of love, genuine. If you can tap into that, bro, there's nothing anybody can do from you. I would love to tell you a story about some pastor that came to my church one time. I'll say briefly. He came on the pulpit, told us about an experience where his whole family, university kids, all of them, were slaughtered in front of him because they asked him for money. He said all his money was in his children. And they killed all the children in front of him, made him bathe with their blood.
Woo!
In Kaduna, during the Sharia, whatever. That man came on the pulpit and said he forgives them. Because him not forgiving them is therefore not forgiving himself or allowing himself to live.
That's deep though. That's deep.
So
that's deep. I just feel there's an extent to existentiality. That you get to, and you feel like, okay, good, this is where I've gotten to. I understand that there's more to life than I'll forgive people, because the human flesh alone will not forgive.
Exactly.
Because let me come from the same Bible again. I was talking to one of my friends one time. We did for bar. Guys say, why God no go just forgive Satan? Make we just dey normal now.
You don't understand.
Why forgive Satan? Who does they live now? You understand?
Very true.
So why never forgive Satan? May forgive Satan more they live.
That's deep. That's a deep one.
But why is he not forgiving Satan?
I will tell you this. God is everything. God is time. God is hate. God is love. Even Jesus Christ took a whip into the temple and flogged people. That's the man we talk about love, right?
Yeah.
God is the guy who destroyed the earth in Noah's Ark. He killed several people.
Even in Sodom and Gomorrah.
That's our God. So I think we as human beings have been brainwashed in so many ways that we don't even know how powerful we are. Facts. See, fear a person who tells you, I leave it to God.
Boom! Fear a person that tells you, I leave her
it
for
to
God.
God. No.
Because the person will be back.
You know? Rather than the guy who's telling you, if I see you,
do you.
They're two different people.
All right, let me go to Lani.
Mm-hmm.
Lani, so let me hear from you. How do you manage holding on to hurt?
Okay, I feel like the best thing is to not hold on to art, to be honest. But then we're not allowed to like tell you, oh, this is how long it's meant to last. This is how long this feeling is meant to last. I don't know personally, depending on, you know, what exactly was done to me and where exactly I have at that moment. No, I'm not talking about like physically, I mean mentally.
Emotionally.
Right? And also emotionally.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is hard.
All right. Well, you guys have said it all, so I will not argue. No, let's move on. Let's move on. I have before my insights, because I know you guys might not know about this. Most of our viewers do send cryptic messages or
Dilemmas.
deep questions, whatever they're going through, and then they want to hear what we have to say about it. They always send it directly to me. I don't know why. Like say I get sense, but thank God I have brilliant guests that always come on my show.
Thank you.
They have things to say. So before we go into our insight, let me ask this. This one is the last one before we go to the insight.
Okay.
Let me ask a question. Now the question is, can you marry someone that robbed you off your childhood? Can you marry someone that robbed you off your childhood? I don't know what robbing you off your childhood means to you, but whatever it is. So let me hear from you.
Hell no. Hell the fuck no. Sorry, my mind.
Sorry for the F
My
word.
French. But no.
Why?
Because anyone who robbed me and I can identify is getting robbed.
But you say you forgive. See, I don't understand Chris anymore.
No. Okay.
You say you forgive. You are one person that you don't want to hold grudges. You're this kind of person.
Okay.
See,
So
it's in childhood. You are now. Let's say whatever happens at age 13,
let me ask
and
you.
now you are 37. It's gone.
Let's
Have
go.
you ever been robbed?
Of my childhood.
Anything?
Was I ever a child?
Have you ever been robbed of anything in your life? It could be a lollipop.
No,
it
I have
could-
never been robbed. But the only
Never
time I
been?
felt I was cheated was when.
No, not cheated.
Oh, the only time I was. Okay, let me say I was
Like,
deceived.
have you ever had armed robbers coming to your home?
I have never.
I
but
have.
I've never.
I've watched my father being at gunpoint.
Gunpoint?
Yes, remove your chain. He's never taken off that chain, right? I've witnessed robbery.
But I've been robbed of my childhood.
Okay, you want to say more about that?
And but I had to forgive because these people we cannot see them.
Who
They are
was it?
rebels. My experience, everyone
Are
knows
they
about
family?
Arnold.
Are
My
they-
experience
are they-
in Sierra Leone.
are they-
So
Oh, I see.
they made me to join the
So yes, you
child
have,
rebel.
you have been.
I was a child soldier when I was 4.
Wow.
Imagine they injected me in my head.
What?
Yeah, see my short sleeve. You understand? So, but I had to forgive them.
Oh, that's great.
So what about you? Because you have to forgive some people you cannot attack, you cannot revenge on. So, what do you think? How far have you gone?
Dude.
So my story has killed your own story.
Yo. That's I'm not even. That's.
Okay, let me tell you. You tell me about your robbery.
No. So the reason I reacted that way was because I recall what robbery felt like. I recall feeling as a child helpless, not being able to do anything about it. And for me, anyone who puts me in that position has to feel it. Yeah. How do you feel being unable to? Yeah. For me, it's not, I won't call it retaliation. Is okay. You pinch me.
But the question,
you.
let's stay on this question.
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
Can you marry someone
I can't.
that robbed you of your
No,
childhood?
I can't.
Sorry, before I come to you, last week, this month is the mental health month, and we've been discussing about men's mental health and all that. And most times we hear conversations about women being raped, right? But hardly will you have platforms that talk about men being raped. So last week we had such conversations. I know most of you saw it on the internet and all that. So most of us as guys, one way or the other, had experienced molestations. It might not be rape to us because they will say, "And am you be?" They don't rape you. You enjoy them, maybe not enjoy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I was going to say that.
But some of us that are emotional, that have emotions, we have blood running to our veins and understand that we were molested at some point. We have that in our memories and all of that. So now the question is, if I were 8 years of age and then you molested me, will I ever grow up? Because if I'm 8, you're 13, and I grow up and then you're loving me, how do I manage that? Would you, I'm giving a sample now, would you ever want to settle down or be a friend with someone that took your childhood from you? That's the question. So let's go. Let me finish from you.
No.
No. Okay, let me hear from you.
Okay.
Let me hear from
That's
you. You come back.
That's actually a big no. There's no like coming back from that kind of situation. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'll always remember. Every time I wake up to see you, I'm definitely remembering.
Yeah.
You get, so I don't think I would like to live my life that way. Constantly replaying the past I'm meant to let go. Let's say they say out of sight is out of mind. If I don't see you, I don't have to like remember those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think it's a big no for me.
Yeah.
Okay. So I finish up, Mr. Chris.
Well, I mean, she said it. She said everything. There's nothing more to say about it. The word robbery itself says it all. You're not gonna rob anyone, and it's not like they might forgive you, right? Forgive you for robbing them, but I'm never gonna accept you.
But he understands that he did you wrong,
yes,
and he's ready to say sorry.
No, sorry is fine, but stay away from me.
That's valid.
Yeah.
That's very
sorry
valid.
is fine, but stay away.
So
from me.
that's why I'm coming from the woman's side, because a man will always come back to a woman and say, please, I have done you wrong. I want you. I like you. I feel you can forgive me.
Do you know the big thing for me is accountability?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's accountable
To
now.
be honest.
He has accepted
If
his
you
wrong.
are, and depending on,
Genuity?
yeah, exactly. I can let
You'll
you
forgive.
Yes.
Okay.
And depending on our current relationship, right? How we've grown to be, and stuff like that. I think I can.
Okay, what about you with our clauses? Will you? Accountability and genuinity. You still won't?
Robbery is a strong word.
No. Okay, let me rule the rub.
Okay.
Can you marry someone that took your childhood off you?
No. It's a strong word.
Still wrong. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Today's episode has been so wonderful. I'm laughing not because I'm happy, but it's been so intense and emotional at some point.
Okay.
Well, Lani said she will forgive, but she will never forget.
Definitely.
Because and Chris says the trauma will still remain. Not be say I go just forgive you, and then he says anytime he sees you, he go say this guy. So, well, I don't know what you guys are going through, but from my own point, I would love everyone to understand where people are coming from. I won't lie to you, I've been offended so many times, and I've reminded myself that I will never forgive this person. As a Gemini, I'm a typical definition of a Gemini.
Oh, really?
Because we don't always want to forgive, but unconsciously we'll see ourselves in that caucus, that cohort of those people that have offended us, and we are like, hey God, we don't enter again. You understand? But please always find a room to forgive though, if you like. But all right, let me not end this year without you hearing from your people. So say something to your people.
Yeah, so my people, forgiveness is a thing of choice. It depends on how you're feeling emotionally, psychologically, Holding on to pain is not worth it. Letting go is the way to go. The less burden you have, the more life can accommodate you. But you carrying so much on yourself,
Overload.
over people who don't even remember what they did or how they hurt you, is not fair on yourself. I would advise is to let go, be free, be reborn. That's the idea, to live and let live. That's my take on it.
So live and let live from Chris. Lani, let me hear from you. Let me pour drink before Lani talk. Voila.
It's probably said everything. I feel like if you're holding on to the past, you're probably never going to move on, and that's fine now. There's no way out of that. So I think what you can do is to be kind to yourself, forgive. Just let go. You're doing yourself a big favor. Not even that person, actually. So yeah. So be cool, be safe, stay positive, forgive, let go.
Yeah, and do not forget to always subscribe on our channel, Dating in Lagos, Sex, Lies and Traffic on YouTube, and also follow us on Instagram and all other social media platforms. Please do not forget to drop your comments, share, and like. Till we meet next week. We love you.
Bye, guys.
Boom, 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 boom.